Welcome to the. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Board of Adjustment Township of Berkeley Heights. We're located at 29 Park Avenue. This is our public meeting. Tonight is November 13th, 2025. We have 7 p.m. on the clock. Please note that this meeting is being held in conformance with all regulations of the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of the meeting has been posted on the town website and sent to the newspapers of record. The agenda has been posted on the town website and the bulletin board fronting town hall, a minimum of 48 hours prior to this evening's meeting. The agenda items will not necessarily be heard in the order listed, and the meeting will not continue substantially past 10:30 p.m. May I have a roll call, Regina, please?
Mr. Sullivan.
Present.
Mr. Coviello.
Here.
Mr. D'Elia. Mr. Ringwood.
Here.
Mr. Sylvester.
Sends us regrets.
Mr. Pareda.
Here.
Ms. West Augustine. Mr. Deegan.
Here.
Mr. Smith.
Here.
Mr. Thorpe.
Here. Thank you very much, Regina. We will take care of a couple of housekeeping items. The adoption of the minutes from October 23rd, 2025. Mr. Coviello, did you have an opportunity to review the minutes?
I did. I found the read to be in order and I'll make a motion to approve.
And I have a second by Mr. Deegan.
I second.
Okay, Mr. Thorpe, just a question on the minutes. Mr. Ringwood participated as a member of the audience. Should he recuse himself from voting on the minutes since he was not in an active role as a member, but he was a member of the public? I just want to.
Yes, he should.
He should recuse from that. Okay, all in favor that are eligible to vote on the adoption of the minutes? Aye.
Aye.
The adoption of resolution 25014. This is the Rosenfeld Party at 55 Grandview Avenue, block 601, lot 3.03 in the R10 zone. This was a pool and impervious coverage and a conversion of a patio into a deck feature. Mr. Pareda, did you have an opportunity to review the resolution?
I did. I find them to be in order and I make a motion to approve.
May I have a second by Mr. Ringwood?
Second.
And a roll call on 25014.
Mr. Sullivan.
Yes.
Mr. Coviello.
Yes.
Mr. Ringwood.
Yes.
Mr. Pareda.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you very much. We are moving on to our formal applications for review. Tonight, the order will be Apple Tree Row, followed by Chaucer Drive, followed by 146 Baker. With that said, we'd like to hear application 25016, John Holstein, 75 Apple Tree Row, block 2901, lot 1.12 in the R20 zone. Sir, if you could take any one of those three chairs at the table and make yourself comfortable. Okay, council is going to swear you in.
Please stand and raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And thank you. Please proceed.
Thank you very much. Mr. Holstein, can you tell us a little bit about your project and what brings you before the Board of Adjustment? And we'd like to learn a little bit more about the Free Acres Association as well.
Okay, I'm going for a variance for a side yard setback and a combined side setback. The existing right now is 8.55. And the proposed is 7.33. The combined side setback is 24.45, and I'm reducing it to 23.23. You guys don't have.
That trigger one side yard and a combined side yard, correct?
That is correct. I don't have an easel, and I don't think you guys have.
I don't.
I think the eagles are in the front lobby. They have some poster boards.
Oh, let me see what we can.
And several of them.
Oh, we have one of the team more than happy to share that. Thank you very much. Yeah, of course.
I don't have a. Yeah, I'll try to make it work.
Now, the plans that you have, are they the same set that we have in our packages?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, I just printed a.
If there's any member of the public that wants to follow along, we'll share a copy of one of our board items. If you want, just raise your hand and we'll accommodate. So we have. You could talk about what page and then we'll just follow along, make life a little bit easier.
Okay, it's A 2.00.
Okay, and high level, what is the plan for your home future?
So, high level. Without the side yard setback, without the variance, we're doing an addition, an addition on the a second floor addition on the left side of the house. We're also adding a garage. If you turn over to A3. The side yard setback is gonna be for the back left corner. It's approximately 7.33, and this side yard setback is because I'm building over the existing structure. And the existing structure is already in that side yard setback. Like I said, 7.33, I'm actually reducing it by a foot. Because I'm taking off a wall on the right side of the house. So it actually reduces it.
Okay, what is the style of the home today? Is it a ranch?
It's a ranch.
It's a ranch home and you're planning is it a full second story on the existing structure plus the garage here?
It's on the left side of the structure. So it's about approximately half the house
Half
is
the
getting
house.
built up. And then we're building forward on top of the garage as
Well,
well.
on top of the garage, that's a master bedroom and a balcony.
That is correct.
So is this planned to remain a single family residence?
Yes, it is.
Will all four sides, I know there's a lot of shapes on this house, will all sides of the primary residence match?
Yeah,
It's all gonna be the
As
same
in
size,
square?
color.
No, as
Yes,
in
everything's gonna be
color,
the same.
as Mr. Covialis,
yes.
any stonework or
No stonework.
vinyl siding or blank
No.
board, anything?
Um, I believe we're doing vinyl siding on the backside, and then the front is gonna be metal slats.
The driveway improvement, what is the existing condition of the driveway today?
Probably.
And is it planned to be asphalt?
It is planned to be asphalt, yes.
And that was, the gravel or the asphalt is considered 100% impervious.
Correct, and the garage is gonna be being built over the existing.
I saw that, so there's a net improvement on the other, but there's a net increase on the size of the house. The house is
Correct.
expanding in size.
So it's, when I was talking to Tom about it, it's almost like,
Right.
you know.
You just found a better way to use your impervious coverage, so.
Yeah.
Can you, go ahead.
So you asked about free acres.
Yes, that's where my next question is.
Okay, so free acres, we have to have meetings just like this as well. And the community, it's 75 acres with 85 leasehold on it. I technically lease my land for 99 years. We have to have a vote in my community as well to be able to do any kind of variance work, any kind of construction work, everything like that. They all approved. We've got a building committee within Free Acres. And it consists of 5 people. The trustee, a building coordinator, and then various people from like the roads department in Free Acres, the forestry department in Free Acres, and health and safety. And everybody has signed off on it, for that aspect of it. And then it gets moved to a vote within Free Acres itself for the community to be able to vote on it and approve or disapprove, or come up with a game plan to figure something else out.
Did that public portion take place yet, or
That has already taken
that's
place.
already taken place?
That has to
The
take
public
place
has
before I
embraced that,
can-
because when I was reading some of the documentation, it said there were approvals, but it gets sent to the township for a formal vote on the zoning. But it sounds like they support your goal,
That is
but
correct.
it's part of it, part of the approval process is coming to the zoning board and then moving on from there. Okay.
That is correct.
Mr. Ringwood, any questions or comments?
I don't.
Thank you. Mr. Parita, any questions or comments?
Just quick question, your neighbors, the houses are similar in size, like they're ranches? Or like my whole thing is after this project's done, your house gonna look similar to the rest of them on the block, or it's gonna be kind of a lot bigger than the rest of the block?
So the way Free Acres was created, it was actually summer camps back in the, a summer camp back in the day, and everybody had small bungalows. Since then, like I actually live in Free Acres right now. I live up on Pearson Lane. My house, since it was built in 1925, has had 4 additions to it to grow the footprint of it, so to speak. Everybody around me, has had additions as well. I think 3 neighbors across the street, they've all had massive additions to their house because everybody's raising families there. They need more room to grow. So no, we are not gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Everybody is building up there as well. You've got a couple of houses that have never had anything done to them. One of them is falling apart right next door. But eventually somebody's gonna buy that and try to do the same exact thing.
Thank you.
Mr. Smith?
Just a little confused about the setback. You said you were reducing so that we had that one issue about the side yard setback.
Correct.
And you said you're reducing the problem by a foot? So did I understand you on that?
So the side yard setback, the existing is 8.55, and we're reducing it to 7.33. And same with the combined side setbacks. It was 24.45, and now it's gonna be 23.23.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
You never usually see anybody decreasing it, you know, it's always expanding it. This, however, is actually decreasing it, but we're increasing the footprint moving the house forward.
I was having a little trouble following because a couple of the plans had a number, and maybe the numbers were measuring to second floor or something, but you know, when I look at the plot plan, it showed 7.16 for existing,
Yeah, somebody made a typo.
Yeah.
It says 716 on your survey, 733 on the application.
right.
Okay.
And this is kind of a strange comment maybe, but you know, on your 200-foot notifications, on your G 1.00 drawing, they got the properties within 200 foot. And it shows a lot 15 off of Archer, just at the, I guess that would be the southeast corner of the property.
Okay, lot 15, yes.
But on your notifications list, it doesn't show that lot 15, and it doesn't show the property owner under the listing of residents.
That should be Cynthia Lowy.
Okay. Okay, she's doing it on 1.13 on Emerson.
Virginia, please let the record reflect.
So
Let's just join the.
if you look all the way to, am I allowed to?
Sure, yeah, and Mr. Smith needs or we need a clarification on the, yeah.
So. I see 15 right here.
And on this drawing, there was, I drew it in myself because I was just trying to figure it out, but there is no 15 shown here. I don't see, I see something, the, Bowie.
It's 85 Apple Tree Road, yeah.
It's an Archer, right? This property here would be on Archer. So my only question is did everybody get notification? Was supposed to get the notification?
Yes, everybody got a notification. I was supposed to get a notification. Connie, she got all the paperwork as well. And she definitely knows of that existing. I'm not sure why it's stretched all the way back like that. Because that's actually that's in Free Acres. That's,
That property that looks like it fronts on Archer is in Free Acres as well.
I think it's, me personally, I think it's missing a line.
I think 15 is a Berkeley Heights, a non-free acres, it just Archer is not, Archer and
Yeah,
Hilltop.
these guys notified, 14 and whatever that one is. 15 is the one that's just because there's a mismatch between the lanes.
Okay, so I know that I was also, that I did the certified letters and everything, for the list that I was provided. Before that, I actually walked up to every single household within 200 feet, including the 3 on Archer right back there. And I had them sign off on telling them that I was gonna be doing this project as well. And I got a signature from all 3 houses over there. And it was just because Free Acres, they need us to notify anybody within 200 feet as well. So I took it upon myself to do it, before the Free Acres meeting itself. And I don't even think I was supposed to do it for anybody on Archer Lane. Just kind of in Free Acres within the community.
No, it had to go, it has to go. If you leave the Free Acres boundary, it includes the Archer Lane parcels in Berkeley Heights. And if you were close to the Greenbrook, it's whatever lands are back there in the next county.
That is
Wow.
correct. I'm saying for the Free Acres meeting that I have to have,
Right.
I have to notify everybody within 200 feet. It's not certified
Right.
letter or anything
And
like that.
likewise with this board.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, and you're confirming that per the information that was provided by Connie, you
Everybody
properly
got it.
noticed all residents within 200 feet.
That is correct.
Mr. Deegan,
I'm good.
Mr. Coviola,
I'm good.
I'd like to make a motion to open up the meeting to members of the public that have a question or comment for, we're 75 Apple Tree Row. May I have a motion, Mr. Deegan,
Make a motion open to the public?
a second by Mr. Smith.
Seconded.
And the meeting is now open to members of the public that have a question or comment for our parcel at 75 Apple Tree Row. Seeing no one, may I get a motion to close, Mr. Deegan,
Make a motion to close?
a second by Mr. Coviello.
I'll second.
And the meeting to the public is now closed. Questions or comments, members of the board? Mr. Parita, anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Thank you. Mr. Ringwood?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Coviello?
All good.
Mr. Smith?
I'm good.
Mr. Deegan?
All good.
Are you taking any trees down?
No.
Okay. There may be a stormwater management plan requirement. Should your application be approved, it's subject to the review and the approval of the township engineer regarding what the stormwater management requirement would be, and I'm sure he'll speak with the construction code official in Free Acres as well.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and the parcel during all phases of construction will remain free from blight at all times and create a positive public safety measure. May I get a motion, any council, anything?
Just to note, the exterior lighting should be faced downward, directly, otherwise appropriate screen, so as to prevent light spillage onto adjacent properties. And as discussed, exterior, the addition must be substantially similar in materials, architectural style, and color to the balance of the existing dwelling.
May I get a motion, Mr. Smith?
I move to approve.
May I have a second by Mr. Ringwood?
Seconded.
And a roll call, Regina, on 25016, please.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Mr. Coviello,
Yes.
Mr. Ringwood,
Yes.
Mr. Pareda,
Yes.
Mr. Deegan,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
7-0.
Good luck with your build. Council, when do you think
6-0, sorry.
a resolution may be available?
I spoke to Ms. Wolf, she mentioned that she'll do it in ordinary course, that she'll be the one preparing the resolution in ordinary course, so it should be available next meeting, but I, you know, if that's not possible, I'll make sure she reaches out to you and let you know.
Okay, perfect.
And Regina, when is our December meeting?
11.
December 11th. So in a couple of weeks, the Friday after December 12th, reach out and give Connie a call. She'll provide you with a copy of the resolution.
Correct.
Good
Is it
luck
gonna
with
be
your
spoken about at the next meeting as well?
I'm sorry?
Is it the resolution gonna be at the next meeting as well?
That's the plan, is to have the resolution available for a vote during the next meeting, yes.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Thank you guys
thank you very
very
much.
much.
Our next application, 25017. Zapala? Zapla?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Why don't you folks come on up and make yourselves comfortable? And this is 227 Chaucer Drive, block 1002, lot 13. This is the R15 zone on the west side of town, on the north side of Park Avenue. And we have the applicants and their professional today. Counsel?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, please proceed.
Good evening. My name is TJ, my wife Shakira. This January 31st will mark 12 years that we've been living in town. We actually just moved my parents up here as well 2 years ago to get them closer to us. We have an 8-year-old daughter, a 5-year-old son. Love being part of the community. With that said, we're in a ground level split. So there's no basement, which has some restrictions as a family that's growing. One being, a separate place for the kids and the adults to be at times, which everyone knows we need. Another being storage with an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a wife with an Amazon account. It becomes tough at times. You have to be creative. And then I have only one full bathroom with a 8-year-old daughter with illustrious hair. That's going to get very difficult over the years. So we're just looking to add to our family as our household and to stay a part of this community that we love.
Right, and this will remain a single family home? Okay, let's talk a little bit about, since you mentioned it's a slab on grade home. So something's telling me you might be close to water and you may be in a special flood hazard area. If you could speak to that, or perhaps your architectural professional may be able to speak, because there is language in the letter of denial that speaks to improvements and meeting DEP regulations, and you're technically in a special flood hazard area, zone AE. So I don't know if you can speak to that, or if you'd like your architectural professional, Mr. Kaiser, speak to that. I just want to close the loop. In the event your application does pass within the borough, there is a DEP requirements considering the size of the addition that you're putting on it. Again, we're dealing with a slab on grade, so grade and elevations come into play as well. But you don't reflect that Mr. Delia has joined at 7:02.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Please state your name and business address for the record.
Joseph Kaiser, 55 Union Place, Summit, New Jersey, 7901. I've been before the board before, I believe this year. I'm showing my credentials again.
We accept Mr. Kaiser in the realm of architectural professionalism.
House itself, related to your question about a flood zone, the existing house is not in the flood zone. We're very, like, there might be a little bit of an overlap, but the bulk of the existing house is not in the flood zone. The proposed addition would bump into flood zone, is correct.
Okay, so it would need to meet, and what's the size of the addition that we're putting on? It's a great room in the back?
Yeah, so
A single story great room?
yes, so the house is a split level, and so the garage and part of the first floor, there's a den, there's a utility room in the foyer. That's a slab. And then there's steps up to the living room, dining room, and kitchen, which is above a crawl space. And so the family room is beyond that, and that's also going to be on a crawl space.
The
The
proposed will be elevated above,
Yes.
so it's probably designed to be at least a foot above the base flood elevation.
We didn't get to that detail, but
Okay,
that's something.
So
we need
somewhere to go, right?
Where it is, yeah.
okay, great. And what's the size of that? So something's telling me anything in excess of 250 square feet triggers more on the DEP as well.
So I'm not sure about the DEP requirement. I know in Berkeley Heights, we're going to provide a stormwater management plan regardless because of the size of the addition.
Right.
And if that's something that's to be considered, any DEP requirements.
Right.
that's going to be a DEP issue, which I assume they would need to issue approval in
Absolutely, yeah,
addition
yeah.
to the board. But we're
But
talking
there's something
12.
with, and I'm 99% sure it's 200, what's the size of the rear, the
We're
great?
adding about 600 square feet
600 square feet, okay, so.
total,
we're
between
over
the front,
200.
the side and the back.
So it's going to require, it could be multiple levels at the DEP
Okay.
level, considering the size of the addition.
So sorry, just to clarify, is it 250 feet for just the addition that will be in?
It's any increase in, you're adding 250 square foot of house. Greater than 250 square foot. The DEP, there is some regulation, and I remember dealing with 3 acres years ago on a house in a special flood hazard area, so. Yes, above, at least a foot above base flood elevation, you're in the zone AE, you're greater than 200 square feet, so there may be multiple levels at the DEP level. Should your application pass through here, a condition of resolution would be 100% on the DEP approval.
Sure. And as they're necessary too, we're assuming it's over 250 square
Absolutely,
feet.
absolutely, yep.
It's not a, we have to go to DEP, but if they're going to require it, then we will apply,
Yeah.
of course, need their approval. Okay. The family room itself is about 400 square feet. That's 21 by 19.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about a high level,
Sure.
the single family home improvement project?
Sure. So as you look through the drawings, we're proposing 3 separate additions or 3 addition areas. On the ground floor level behind the garage, we're proposing a mudroom. So that way you can come into the house from the garage, have a space to take off your coats and store shoes and things like that, and then come into the house that way. Right now, there's a door into the garage, but it comes right into like the foyer. And so this gives it an actual mudroom. Beyond that is a small storage area. And so it's labeled as a shed. I think that was something in the denial letter, it's storage shed. There's going to be a door to the outside. And that's whether for bikes or kids stuff or the lawnmower, whatever it may be, it's going to be unheated storage.
Is it a freestanding shed
No,
or
it's
is
a
it
part
part
of
of
the
the?
house.
Okay.
It's part of the addition. That way it's one cohesive addition, one nice tidy roof line. That's at the ground floor level. On the main floor level, the living room kitchen level, that currently is, we're adding a family room to the back of the house. We're renovating the kitchen, but the focus is the family room addition that's creating this increase in coverage. And then there's a bay window at the front of the living room. That's a small amount of coverage. And then above the living room and kitchen is going to be a new bedroom with their own bathroom and their own closets so that everyone has a closet and everyone can have a bathroom and stop fighting with each other. I don't know, I'm not there, but that's part of the intent. So we're adding 599 square feet of building coverage. We need relief for building coverage and we need relief for total coverage. The existing lot is undersized. It's 13,000 and change where it's supposed to be 15,000. If the lot was conforming, then our total coverage would be conforming. Our building would still be over by like 70 square feet or so, percentage wise. But in the scheme of the neighborhood and the size of the house, it's not necessarily going to be like sticking out like a sore thumb. It's not going to be overbuilt. It's similar, I would say, in character that it's, Chaucer Drive, it's a lot of ranches, colonials and split levels. This is going to be slightly bigger.
It's consistent with the charm and character of the existing neighborhood.
Yes.
Is the plan to strip this house all the way down to the foundation or build the additions to the home?
It's the additions out the back and to the side, the bedroom addition above the living room level. And so the 3 existing bedrooms and bathrooms are staying intact.
Okay.
Most of the rooms, like the garage is staying intact. The room in the front that's now the living room, that's going to stay relatively intact. And so it's not going to be leveled off to the foundation and rebuilt from there. There might be some demolition and moving windows and things around like that.
Okay.
I would say
Now,
at least
do you
half the
plan on
house.
staying, residing in the house, or are you gonna relocate during the
Probably
project?
moving into that convenient place where I told you my parents are close right now.
Okay. Okay. The reason why we ask is sometimes we vote on an addition and the entire house disappears, and when we're walking up and down the aisles and Stop and Shop, that's when we're stopped to say, what happened on Chaucer Drive? So we're just curious to know, we'd rather know in advance if it's coming all the way down, and it doesn't sound like that's the case either. there have been other homes in your neighborhood, Riverbend, et cetera. We've asked, it's a regular question that the board asks, so appreciate it. Thank you.
One other item I'd like to speak on, just briefly, a bit of a question to me still, but there's one of the variances we're requesting is for, combined side yard setback. And so the proposed work, for the family room addition on the back of the house has plenty of space on both sides to gain that, required setback. The second floor addition, I guess it's a matter of where it's measured from, but that was something that came up a little bit last minute about the combined yard setbacks. So the existing house is non-conforming. I could point, the new work is conforming, but it depends if you're measuring from the front left corner and the middle of the house here, those numbers don't add up to 30.
The addition is in greater conformance than the existing house, is that the point you're trying to make?
Part of it is extending the existing non-conforming where the second floor is being built up.
That's why it's triggering it.
That's
Just-
why it's
Just
triggering.
triggering an existing condition.
It's continuation of it, but that's where too, because it's a new second floor, the new second floor wall is 60 feet from the property line.
Pre-existing non-conforming.
Okay. Totally understand that it needs
And
to
we
be, it's just more for my
appreciate
own
it.
understanding and
I'd
clarification.
rather close the loop instead of finding out.
Sure, that's why I was like, I wasn't sure on it, I asked for clarification, and that's why I'd rather address it that we need it, but
Even if there was no change in dimensions, if you put box on top of the box, it would still trigger it.
that's continuation of it. That's where it's a little bit gray, where some parts of it is working and some.
Yeah, we had an unfortunate situation, I think, on Garfield Street where the developer overbuilt the house and needed to return to the zoning board. And he was asked to return the house to what was originally approved. It becomes a difficult situation and financial for everything. All four sides of the home will match at the end of the day? Is there any, is it vinyl siding, is it stone, is it plank board, is it?
No stone, where we haven't decided on the siding yet, but it will probably be plank board. At this point,
Hardy board,
yeah, hardy board.
it's something similar to that.
There was, an Echo Dome came up in the last meeting we had. Geodome. Members of the board, questions, Ms. West?
No, I don't have any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Parita,
No question.
Mr. Ringwood,
I'm good, thank you.
Mr. Delia. Nothing. Mr. Smith. Nothing. Mr. Deegan.
I am good.
Mr. Paviello.
My question is for you, not the applicant, they have to, it says here in the denial letter that the building coverage. Thought we changed the zoning to only go for total coverage, so they would only be looking at total coverage variance, not both. The applications were never updated. So they should need one less variance.
Because
You
the,
don't do building and other anymore and combined, right? It's just a 25%. So really, they only need a variance for
total.
total lot coverage, which is 1.16 over.
I'd like to make a motion to open up the meeting to members of the public. May I have a motion, Mr. Delia? I'll make the motion. The second by Ms. West. The meeting is now open to members of the public that have a question or comment regarding our application at 227 Chaucer Drive. Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close the meeting to members of the public? Mr. Smith? The second by Mr. Deegan.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is now closed to members of the public. Any final thoughts, questions, conditions?
No, it's a beautiful, nothing other than it's a beautiful project. Your house looks really nice. Would like to make a motion to, if I could.
Thank you, absolutely.
A motion to approve.
And I have a second.
second,
We have a second by Mr. Deegan. And a roll call on,
Want to run through the conditions real quick?
council, can you just run through the conditions for us?
Applicant to work with the township engineer to propose appropriate stormwater management system. Same to be subject to township engineer review and approval. Any exterior lighting should be downward directed or otherwise appropriately screened so as to prevent light spillage onto adjacent properties. The exterior of the addition must be substantially similar in materials, architectural style, and color to the balance of the existing dwelling. The site shall remain free of blight. And all New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection approvals, if necessary, shall be a condition of approval, and the existing dwelling shall not be demolished.
With that said, with conditions, Mr. Covial?
I mean, yes, I mean, we
You already made you already made the motion.
made the motion.
Yes, but we added the condition, so it should be a revote.
Oh, yeah, okay,
We have a motion by Ms. West,
yes.
Second by Mr. Deegan.
second by Mr. Deegan, and now a vote.
Mr. Sullivan,
Yes.
Mr. Coviello,
Yes, citing all conditions.
Mr. D'Elia,
Mr. Delia came late, so he's no vote.
Mr. Ringwood,
Yes.
Mr. Pareda,
Yes.
Ms. West Augustine,
Yes.
Mr. Deegan,
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
In probably next month, yeah, touch base with Connie on December 14th and the. Mr. Holtby, you're welcome to stay, or you can head to Delicious Heights if that's where the next destination is.
I've never heard this stuff happen before, so I just wanted to.
Absolutely, no, please. We have another applicant, this is a new home project coming up on Baker Avenue that we'll be listening to. Thank you, everyone. This is application 25015, Storybook Homes. 2 LLC, 146 Baker Avenue for the record, block 1502, lot 32 in the R15 zone. This is Baker Avenue on the eastern portion of town off of Klein and Springfield Ave. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Samantha Alfonso of Alfonso and Weber, here on behalf of the applicant, Daniel Reichard of Storybook Homes. The proposal, I'm gonna get right to it, is really just a 2-story addition and an addition on the first floor with a deck. It's about. The existing home is situated all the way towards the north side of the lot with a long driveway, the length of the lot, ending with the detached single garage at the north rear corner of the lot. The proposed addition is naturally proposed to make use of the open area to the south side of the existing home. Property is undersized at about 10,200 square feet, where 15,000 square feet is required. And if it was 15,000 square feet, the proposal would comply with all of the covered ordinances. So the variances requested are for the front yard setback of where 50 feet is required. 16.33 is existing and 16.33 is proposed, but because it's also proposed for that new second story addition, we need the variance for that. The existing principal rear yard setback is required to be 40 feet. It's non-conforming existing at 36.13 feet. And 34.13 feet is proposed for that second story with the cantilevered addition. The building coverage is limited to 15% of the lot area. Here it's already at 16.22% existing and 21.39% is proposed. The total lot coverage maximum is 25%. Non-conforming existing at 28.26% and 32.36% is proposed. We also need a variance for the deck. There is section 3.1.8 for decks allows a rear yard setback of 30 feet. Where the deck platform is less than 4 feet in height, Here, about 557 square feet of the proposed deck is outside of that permitted area. And it's about 91 feet setback from the rear yard,
And is that an open air deck? It's not a covered deck.
open air deck.
Open air.
Also have a bunch of nonconformities that we're not touching. So I don't want to confuse you, but if you want us to go over them, we can.
If you, please.
Sure. So the lot area, the lot depth, the principal front yard setback, principal rear yard setback, building coverage, total lot coverage, accessory garage setbacks, the side and rear, setbacks, driveway offset from side property line is all not pre-existing nonconformities.
Is the plan to strip the house all the way down to the foundation? You may have heard that question.
I think we should have now the applicant, if you don't mind sworn in, we can go through that, but my understanding is it's a renovation.
Council?
Please raise your hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Please proceed, counsel.
Thank you. Mr. Reichert, could you please explain for the board first, who you are and your expertise in this area in the town?
Name is Dan Reichert, Storybook Homes. Been building in town for over 30 years, built several subdivisions. Try to do a good job. What we're doing here is basically expanding the house to bring it up to date, to bring it up to 2025 standards. As a builder, I needed the trifecta. I needed a big kitchen, big family room, new master suite. So our intention is to basically add on. The existing house is going to be rehabbed. We're not stripping it, down to the playground. We're gonna work with what's there. Obviously new siding, the roofing, going up, so. But we are not destroying the house, nor are we taking down the garage in the back.
And the detached garage, is that a single story, one car?
Single story, 2-car.
It's a 2-car.
Yeah, it's got a wide door on it. That's what it is.
Is there any renovation plans for that, or is that pretty much intact?
No, probably
Maybe a new
re-sided,
roof or-
re-sided, re-roof it, probably a new door.
Okay.
But it's pretty structurally sound and it's right now providing me a really nice storage area.
Right. Any members of the board have a question at this point? We'll listen to the additional testimony.
What is the current height going to be of the deck, or what will the deck be at height? It's not listed.
The height of the deck, what's gonna be even with the first floor. My guess would be it's probably about 3 feet off the ground. It's not.
About 3 feet.
So you'd stipulate that it'll be under 4 feet.
Right. Yeah.
Right, because that changes setback, so just make sure
Right.
we noted that if approved. One of the conditions would be the deck would be no greater than 4 foot at any height.
One of the things we looked at with this house before we bought it was we came to the conclusion that no matter what we did to it, or no matter what anybody did to it, it would need a variance.
Mhm.
Even if you probably change the windows or something, you probably need a variance, but so we made the decision, and since we're gonna need variances anyway, let's bring the house up to date.
Yeah, I think the front yard setback is the big one there, so.
Yeah, but.
Baker is consistent, most of the homes are within
50 foot
the.
back, but this one can't be, I mean, it fits into where it.
Yeah, where it is, right, and I think our planner can discuss that a little bit. It fits perfectly.
Well, if you'd like to introduce the plan, let's
do.
do the plan. And council will swear you in, thank you.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yep.
You state your name and business address for the record?
It's Christopher Nusser, Nusser, 700 Grand Avenue, Suite 5A, Hackettstown, New Jersey.
And.
So I'm a,
You
want me to qualify myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you
Sure.
wanna-
So I'm a licensed professional engineer and planner in the state of New Jersey. Both of those licenses are in good standing. I graduated from Rutgers University in 2006 with a Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering. I've been practicing land use engineering. Since then, I've testified before over 80 boards in the state of New Jersey, including, actually, I believe I testified before this board, but before you were in this building, when you were in the old building and your planning board as well.
Thank you very much. We accept the professional point of it.
Thank you. So I'm gonna mark this plan we have here on the board. This is the plan that was submitted with the application with some additional coloration on it here. So,
And do we have a shot of that in our folders?
Not with the
Not
colorization.
with the folder,
but
but
we'll
is there a
provide
page
this.
number?
So this is just the first page of the set. This is one of three of the
Okay.
plan set, just
Thank you.
again with the color added. So as was discussed, I don't want to go into too much detail. If you want me to, please ask me to go a little further. You can see the property here on Baker. The existing house is in the northeast corner of the property, existing, the garage in the northern corner, driveway going along the side. It kind of mirrors a little bit the property that's next door. They have their driveway, which is going right up in the same location to a garage that they have, similarly situated in the rear of the property, kind of again mirroring that northern property line. And then their home is located in very similarly where it's a whole lot closer to the street. I think there was a comment about the houses being generally 50 feet back. And once you get a little bit beyond here, this is kind of a transition, this home.
Okay.
Right, you have the newer subdivision, has some larger houses and some larger lots as you're coming, around.
Is that the Honeyman section?
It's up past that.
Yeah, those houses are generally pushed a little bit further back. They're situated more rearward in the lots. But as you're coming out, you're going north, those houses are generally closer to the street. They're a little bit older in construction and a little bit closer.
They're all pretty much at the same line, right? Right around there.
Yeah,
They're similar.
Right, didn't survey them to know, but generally they're similar to this. So again, the lot is 10,000 square feet, 10,200 square feet in size, and so it's undersized for the zone, right? It's a 15,000 square foot zone. The lot's deficient in depth, 130 feet is required, 100 is what's available. And so what we're getting is this blue hatch area here, that's the building envelope that we have to work with, right? It's 10 feet deep. Plenty of width. We wanted to lay out make a container house or something, I guess, you could fit it in there and stack them up, but wouldn't be the most attractive thing. So again, the proposal is, in addition to the home on the south side of the house, that is set back about 14 feet from the front of the house to, make a visual difference to it, to not mass along the street as much, right? We are keeping the existing front line of the house, and the house is there, and going up to a second story on it, but the addition, which will also be second story, is pushed that 14 feet back to give some relief on the front facade. So the relief for the front yard is, again, one, because this is getting an additional story, so there's an additional encroachment to that front yard, and because we have the addition, which is located within that same space. In the rear, the proposed addition that's here to the south of that complies with that rear yard. The second story that's proposed on the house it has a 2-foot overhang, 2-foot cantilever on it. And so that 2-foot cantilever is going further into the rear yard, where, obviously the existing home is there. At the back of the house, there is an existing deck. That deck is going to be removed. There is the new proposed deck, which wraps around the side, in an effort to give some more usable functional space on the outside. for the resident. And I think also important to note here, as we are talking about a coverage variance, is this is unmodified from sheet 2 on the plan set, so I'm not gonna mark this, this is just as submitted. We are proposing a dry well on the property. To the south, obviously would be subject, as part of the approval, subject to review of the engineering department. That dry well, we have it sized, the calculations are showing for increase in volume from, 3 inches of water over the increase in impervious. It is, because it's not a large amount of increase in impervious, right? We have 922 square feet in impervious. The dry well is larger. Can't use a smaller dry well, right? It's the shortest one you can get. So we have additional capacity within there, and we are ultimately routing the existing home, the new leaders, as part of that to the dry well. And so if you look at the dry well, what it actually gets, you're getting not 922 square feet worth of new impervious going to it. You get, and there's another about 1,100 square feet that comes in, right? So it's almost 2,000 square feet coming towards this, which really helps reduce what the effective impervious is on the site. When it comes to the planning aspect of this, when I look at this application, to me, this is a pretty classic hardship application, right? The unique nature of the lot, the lot's undersized, and there's an existing home on it that's going to remain. Can't pick the house up and move it. No matter how many pound-feet of torque they stuff in the diesels anymore, you're not gonna be able to plug that across the yard. So the house is where it is, the lot is the size of it. The relief for the front yard, going up a story, there's really not, the front yard is where it is, we can't change that. Nor taking the steps, the architectural design of the house, as I talked about, take steps that, move the house back that 14 feet so that it's not completely up at the front, and it makes it, as best as it can be, to have this addition on here, and removing it from the front yard, noting that we couldn't even fully put it outside of the front yard if we wanted to. On the rear yard, the house is slightly over that rear yard. We are extending the additional 2 feet just on the second story. I think it's a fairly de minimis increase on there, allows for a more functional layout of the second story.
And there's no detriment, right, Chris?
No,
It's all positive.
right, I think as you look at this, and I don't think Dan had a chance to speak about the discussion he had with the neighbor who would be most
To the left.
to the left, who'd be most impacted, right, because you are going up a story and that's where you're closest. Again, meeting the side yard setback, but still obviously the most impacted. So I don't know if we want to take a quick side back to Dan, or we want to go back.
It was just a brief conversation we had with the neighbor to the left. I wanted to inform them what we were doing, gave them a brief description of, basically going up. They were happy with it, obviously they want to see any improvement,
It
over.
would be great if they were here to say that, but
Sorry,
it would be great if they were here to say that.
It is slightly bigger side.
Yeah.
it was a good conversation.
Yeah, good.
And then my partner fell. He was walking out and he fell down, so that's how.
On their property, that might help.
It was a little bit funny in the sense that we're talking to him and my partner falls over, so it was kind of but he's okay and everything.
Memorable.
It was a nice icebreaker. I said, next time you don't have to do that.
The house to the left is still a 1-story,
Yes.
right? And
Right.
so the new house being 2 stories, how much higher than is it than the house that's to the left?
Well, he won't have the height of that house exactly, but if you guess that it's around the existing height of the current home, I think it's like less than 10 feet.
And then all the houses to the right are the size of the existing home, pretty much like the neighborhood as it's changed.
As you're heading south here, going to the right, these houses all start, these are the ones that they start, like this house is further away, again, further back from the street a little bit, that is a larger house. It's a neighborhood, so these are all really
And-
2 stories larger. And even the house that's directly across the street is 2 stories, yeah.
The large brick.
And we're way under building height. I think we're permitted at 30 feet, right? And we're at like less than 25.
Well, my ridgeline height is shown as 32 feet, but I guess you're talking about the average height calculation, right?
I am, I believe I am.
And so then, again, the remaining relief, when it comes to the building coverage and impervious coverage, and you made a comment before in the last application about building coverage, and I do remember the last application I did, there was the building, non-building coverage, and you got rid of the non-build.
You got rid of both, and it's just a coverage.
Okay, because we got a denial
Yeah, I know,
letter and it was still,
yeah, we had changed the ordinance and it's just for 25% coverage in this zone.
okay. So I'll then ignore the building coverage relief if it's not clean. On the impervious coverage, again, the permitted is 25. We're currently already over at 28.26. We're proposed at 32.36.
Real quick on that, do you have a landing underneath the steps for the deck, or are they gonna go right to grass?
Sorry, grass.
You don't wanna put anything in for a land, I mean, even if it's, you know, like a pad you'd put under an air conditioner, just so they're not in the mud when they're stepping down. I'm just saying, you're talking, you know, 0.14 would be 30 square feet maybe, right?
Mhm.
To get to 32.5 in total coverage, but what's gonna happen is you're gonna put it there, and then the homeowner's gonna come back in and wanna put something there. And it's gonna be a real issue, because at that point, they're gonna wanna put something big.
If the
If
board,
there's something there today, then when they come in, at least it's been thought about, covered, and you have a nice, really big deck as well.
thank you. I think the applicant would really appreciate that. If the board wouldn't mind us amending the application to add that 30 square feet, that would be greatly appreciated.
I have no objection.
Just when you step down off the deck, it's not into the mud.
Yeah, no, that's,
Hopefully it's nice grass, but yes.
That brings up another question for me. I don't see on the plans any like mention of an air conditioning unit outside the house. Is there one today? And if so, where is it?
I don't believe there is.
You plan on putting one in?
Yeah, there would be 2 condensers and they would probably go on the right side.
where would they go on the right side?
Sorry.
I was assuming.
Yeah, they're gonna go.
Not sure they're that far into the
Probably goes in
construction
Yeah,
details.
the way it's designed, it looks like they would be rear units.
Rear between the deck and the garage.
Yeah, it'd be under almost under the overhang.
Yep.
And it wouldn't. Yeah, there would be, you know, they're relatively fit underneath. The overhang. And they might, I mean, they're usually a little bit more than 2 feet. So there'd be a little bit there.
Not near any windows or anything like that?
Windows.
Yeah, the air conditioner is not gonna be near a window?
Yeah, they'll have to make sure that it complies with all the building codes. I think it's like 10 feet, right?
Yeah,
We're calling generators that.
Oh, for generators.
oh, the generator?
Yeah.
Because of the exhaust from the gas.
Doesn't matter with.
Yeah, there's no.
Engineer is more about your own noise level, one,
Yeah.
you wanna buy a window, but generators,
Okay.
6 foot as the crow flies from a window and door, but not,
Okay.
No, there's not those.
yeah, I mean.
It goes in that.
I don't think, I don't know if it's a big deal or not having the air conditioner on the plan.
No, I mean, it's, as long as it's in conformity with setback.
Yeah.
Right?
And if it's under the overhang, it's already covered, so.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be in the plan, but right, it should be stipulated that any utility such as air conditioner will meet proper setbacks.
It is gonna trigger an additional setback because if a unit is larger than the overhang, how much is the overhang?
Overhang's 2 feet.
2 feet,
Yeah,
and
but it
I guess
won't-
what's your typical air conditioning unit? I guess.
The way.
Three by threes?
Yeah, but it won't, I mean, it's just because it's under the overhang, that's. The setbacks it's whether it doesn't matter if it's under overhang or not under overhang, it's how far it is from the property line, right? The accessory structure has to be 10 foot from the property line. So it doesn't matter if it's under overhang or not under an overhang, right? It could be out in the middle of the yard and it wouldn't matter as long as it's, conforming with setbacks. Setbacks are 10 or 12 feet, so if they put it behind the house, it would conform to setbacks. And if they haven't proposed an air conditioner, I mean, you can do a mini split system and it bolts to the house and then it wouldn't even have any coverage because it's attached to the house and not on the grounds.
But they already don't meet, that's one of the reasons they're here, is for the rear yard setback.
Well, so, but the air conditioner's not the principal building setback, it's an accessory structure setback, and that's a different standard.
Right.
It'll
And that's 10
comply.
feet, it would comply with that standard. So we wouldn't be complying with the principal building setback, but it wouldn't have to. The standard it would be, as Mr. Covino said, 10 feet.
Thank you.
I think the plans have, isn't there an air conditioner behind the existing house? Is that a little is that a chimney or is that an air
I
conditioner?
believe there's a chimney.
That's a chimney.
There's a chimney on the.
Can we talk about the pre-existing condition of the detached garage?
Mhm.
One thing we haven't touched base on.
Yeah,
Was that covered in the notice?
Yes.
Okay, it was, okay. Because that does not meet the accessory.
correct,
setback.
right. And again, it's existing non-conformity of where the structure is. It's, as I said before, almost a mirror of the neighbor's garage, right, and it's in the setback there. If we're 1.76 feet off the property line, they're probably even a hair less than that in separation. So from an impact standpoint of going towards that, you're only going towards another garage. To the rear, the lot to the rear, it's a deeper lot. And their whole everything is actually
Fronts, yeah.
this fronts on the line.
Line.
Yeah, so they're on Klein and it's quite a ways back to here anyway. And again, it's been there for years and years without issue, so no negative impacts from it.
And
again,
it's not really being, it's in good shape is my understanding. And that's why, one of the reasons why it's, being kept there. If needed, it can be, renovated to match the house.
Well, I think
sort of
that's,
thing,
I
but
said that from a siding and a roofing standpoint.
Right.
It would be
And maybe.
three-sided to match, but not expanded in any way. And it's otherwise in good condition, so it would seem to me best course of action is to maintain a structure instead of dispose of it. Okay.
and no trees are being removed, right? I didn't hear that yet.
There's a tree that's located on the property to the rear. And the trees along the southern property line, but. there's no
Nice.
trees.
Is there a landscaping plan?
No, not at this, no, we don't go through.
The whole property is really included yes.
No, the property is already well vegetated.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't been-
So-
All along the property line is trees. If more is needed, I understand he's transplanting the rose gardens. Will be transplanted mostly on site, some off site. And some landscaping like that. He'll make it nice.
She had quite an extensive rose garden. And my wife won't let me destroy the roses, so I'm gonna be moving them
It's
to
been
the
that's about
location for the rose
20
garden.
years. Yeah, she's been doing them for a long time.
Yeah, no, she did quite a job.
What's
So let me
between,
see.
question, what's between the driveway of your property and the neighbor to the left, his driveway right next to it, what's in between the two driveways? Is there like a row of shrubs or something there?
Exactly.
There's a hedge.
Okay, there is, okay.
And that hedgerow will remain to
Mhm.
provide the buffer the properties. The driveway, what material is the driveway today?
These papers.
Pavers. And is that the plan to keep them and just clean them up and? Okay. And is there a plan to expand the driveway or 100% intact,
No.
connecting the street
Pretty
to
much
the
100%.
to the single story, double car garage?
Is there a finished attic in the plan?
No,
See stairs up. Second.
I asked for the architect to put stairs up, in case. Cause we had some room, so I said, let's add a staircase. Right now, there's not a plan to finish the attic.
Any further questions or comments, board members? Hearing no one.
thank you. I would submit the application to the,
Okay, was there an architect or did?
we do have an architect if you want to hear from him.
Why don't, high level, just tell us about the, single family home and.
Yeah,
Swear you in?
what's that?
I'm swear you in.
Oh, jeez,
Do you swear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Scott Nickel, Nicholl. I went to Rutgers University undergraduate and NJIT received my master's in architecture. I own Tecton Architecture Studio now and have owned my own firm for about 10 years, which is how long I've been licensed.
And have you appeared before any boards?
I've appeared in front of many boards, but unfortunately never had the
Pleasure.
You were here on my other application.
oh my gosh. That went well.
Pearl Street.
Pearl Street, right? So yes, I have worked with you wonderful people before.
That's no problem.
Cause I go where my GPS tells me, you know? I also served as the chairman of my town zoning board in Hazlet.
They grew up in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parents still live there.
Yeah, thank you. We accept the architectural professional. Just high level, if you could take us from the basements to the attic, since Mr. Smith mentioned the attic. So
Sure.
let's hear a little bit about bedrooms, bathrooms, and
So real
it's
quick,
remaining a single family home, correct?
yes. Real quick, the existing house at that first level, which is only was a one level, had tight bedrooms, real tight kitchen. It just wasn't made for modern, scale and area. So it was decided to clean up downstairs, built it up a little bit, that kitchen, the living room, and removing one of those bedrooms. In doing so, we added a addition on the side, which extended that, added a family room next to that larger kitchen. Upstairs, it's been oriented so that the bedrooms are all on that left side, the west side, and they're all pretty typical sizes for secondary bedrooms. We're not taking advantage. And then over on the right is that proposed master bedroom, small sitting area, master bath, and walk-in closet. As you can see from the plans, and as we've mentioned before, the big moves here were us trying to pull this back and the addition back as much as we could and get it closer to where those setbacks should be. Obviously impossible. I think it ends up being like a 10-foot wide house. So dropping it back 14 feet is what we had done. But we also ended up pulling back the corner of the existing first level, again, to kind of create this kind of step back and break up that facade, give us a little depth and some shadow lines on the side. It's kind of, we're in a good spot where we have a lot of traditional smaller homes to the left that haven't been updated. And as you move to the right, it become more modern. So we're kind of this transition home right now where it's, we're using traditional materials, but in a more modern way with standing seam roof in the front and larger multiple gables.
And total bedrooms are 3 and a master bedroom for a total of, and again, that's correct. And the attic was just
It's currently,
Set of steps and mechanicals maybe or something.
it'd be storage uninhabitable, there'd be the air handling units would be up there. The ceiling wouldn't be high enough for us to have a full habitable attic, so. I mean, bathroom or bed.
Nice to have steps up to the storage.
And just to close the loop on the height, can you tell us what the height is from grade?
From grade to peak, I believe it's 32 feet. Yes, that's correct. And existing, take away 9, I think we're adding 10 feet to that, so it's existing is 22.
Members of the board, questions or comments? Thank you very much. Summation, Ms.
Submit the application to the board unless you have any other questions of me.
I'd like to make a motion to open up the meeting to members of the public. I have a motion by Mr. Coviello. I'll move. I have a second by Mr. Deegan.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
The meeting is now open to members of the public that have a question or comment. Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close, Mr. Deegan.
Make a motion to close.
I have a second by Mr. Pareda.
I need a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The meeting is now closed to members of the public. Final comments, Ms. West?
I don't have any comments.
Thank you, Mr. Pareda.
No comment. Looks like a good project.
Mr. Ringwood?
No comment.
Mr. Delia?
No, thank you.
Mr. Smith?
No comment.
Mr. Deegan?
Good to go.
Mr. Coviello?
No, I would just move to approve the application with the updated coverage to 32.5 instead of 32 and 3/6.
A motion by Mr. Coviello and conditions, council?
Yes, there's a petition, excuse me, the deck shall be no greater than 4 feet in height. Application to be amended to add a 30-foot landing on the stairs of the deck. The applicant should work with the township engineer to propose an appropriate stormwater management system. Any exterior lighting shall be downward directed, otherwise appropriate screen so as to prevent light spillage onto adjacent properties. The exterior of the addition must be substantially similar in materials, architectural style, and color of the balance of the existing dwelling, and the site shall remain free of blight. And one more, the existing dwelling should not be demolished completely.
Thank you, council. We have a motion by Mr. Coviello. May I have a second by Mr. Ringwood?
Second.
And a roll call on Baker Avenue?
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Mr. Coviello?
Yes.
Mr. Delia?
Yes.
Mr. Ringwood?
Yes.
Mr. Pareda?
Yes.
Ms. West Augustine?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Great, thank you all for joining us. Enjoy the holiday season, and a resolution will be available probably December 14th. Touch base with Connie, and then we'll move to the construction post. Thanks again. Good to see everyone. Thank you very much.
As I said,
May I get a motion to open up the meeting to members of the public that have a general question or comment, Ms. West?
I make a motion to.
I have a second by Mr. Pareda.
second the motion.
The meeting is now open to members of the public that have a question or comment. Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close, Mr. Delia? I have a second by Mr. Smith. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
May I get a motion to adjourn, Mr. Coviello?
You can move to adjourn.
And a second by Mr. Ringwood.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is now closed. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we'll see everyone in December. Thank you very much.
You fun, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Mark.
The next 11:30.
Yeah. Yes, get to watch the game.
Not much in game, but I got the, I have a, my victims.